Hello everybody, welcome once again. Here is Rajesh and YouTube channels. Now today we will discuss about the topics related to any topics. How can explain, how can quote and say to anybody. So there's these topics are associated with the topics will can be revealed in front of those people. So, can be understood anybody or any persons in a simple and general language. Technical language is a lot here and the topic is allowed here because we are living in such a words which have a different walk of life. So there are different walk of lives is available here. So if we are discussing a walk of life, so there are many traditions. On the basis of traditions, on the basis of professions, on the basis of tactics, on the basis of rules and regulations, on the basis of, on the basis of their structures and their shape, size, colors, there are million billions of topics appear here, arise here. So how we will select the topics? Any topics will comes in front of us. We will discuss here and some can writes can writes and explains in details. But before going to finding out its details, we have to cover its main and set the goals and also its boundary lines, so that we can discuss these topics in a given point to point of whatever may be. Otherwise, if we are not setting these boundary lines always give us such a facilities through which we can explain. So whatever the ideas, whatever the informations and data is represented, so informations and the data is such points through which we can write, read, keeps in mind and memorize all the things and discuss, elaborate, explains these illustrative forms or in details. So word is yes, as I had already told you that word can make you break use, it can make your lives easy and destroy your life forever. So these are the words which is to be used in a systematic way. Each words have its limitations, so we have also set our goals of any topics to limit it. So topic means that any words have a topics means that it's a limitations for is fear so for every part of the work. So there their work will be different, their topics will be different. So topics set the topics and related to the boundaries means that it's a limitations, and after limitations set the goals that what to be done and what the main targets to have to reveal in this including and well defined, well controlled and setting goals. So we have to achieve that one point in achieve goals. So here is not thinking that there are a lot of thoughts and a lot of ideas that or arises in our minds day in day out, not only but also each and every moments have been changing, and the changing words always arises and downs, arises and downs, but we are not ready to catch up these thoughts, these ideas that arises in our minds. So what is the and generally near about 95% of the old thoughts arising time after time after times and repeating in our minds per day, but new ideas only the 5% according to my knowledge and beliefs, whereas my experience is available. And on the basis of my experience I'm telling this one things and some ideas and the thoughts that other persons also have given. That's 95% the thoughts is actually associated with the old thoughts, and the new thoughts only 5%, in which we have to catch these thoughts and write it, put it down and practice so that we can fulfill our requirement by meaning of these thoughts. So first of all, why we are so limited, why we are not going to the away of the topics. So away of the topics we can go, but first going to the away of the topics, we have to discuss about that one things that what's going on in these topics and always focus in these topics. If you focus on these topics, nobody can disturb, nobody can destroy. Then procrastinate you, or you cannot be procrastinated from these points, and set your goals, your aims, your target will always remain as it is. So here is the 5 minutes video. In a 5 minutes video, I have discussed some ideas associated with the topics. Now we will further discuss about the ideas, thoughts, and and also arising thoughts, and that was the previous pre-existed thoughts that comes time after times 95 times in our memory. So we have discussed here. Now we will take another steps and another thoughts that will arise our minds, and also inculcate you how will you catch the thoughts, how will you try to solve the thoughts related problems. If the any problems, any matters, or any queries or complaints is available, yes, not only I'm talking about the complaints, thoughts, or any problems, but any types of the questions is coming. Yes, main things is your questions. Also lives have a questions, we have to keep ourselves ready to give the response of that questions, but not only once. There are different types of the questions available. Yes, and the answer will be either once or two or more than one two. So one answer types of questions, two answer types of questions, more than two answer types of the questions is available. Yes, so suppose that I'm giving you example, sun rises, always rises in the yes, in the east. So this is the universal truth that sun rises in the east, but we can also this say that sun does not rises from the west. Okay, these are the also sun does not rises from the west. The negative thoughts and positive thoughts. And negative thoughts, two answer is given. Not sun does not rises from the east, so west directions means that it rises only the east direction. But directions is here how many? Four directions: east direction, west direction, north direction, south directions. So east, west, north, south. So north, not east, then it may be possible that's the west directions. North east direction, if the sun is rising, does not rises from the west directions, means that it will rises either east direction, north directions, or south directions. So these are our directions, these are the conclusions, but we have to remember some and recall that one things which is universal truth, which is already proven and given by the scientist and also geologist, and also telling every person that where does the sun rises, and these are the definitions, these are the limitations was stated by the man. It was man-made limitations. We if we are saying if you have a limited and done it's that the sun always rises, and these are not east, these are west, and the sun rises from the west, then it would be a west. So west directions, so west directions is a west directions that was stated by the man's, and east is east direction that was stated by man. So okay, thank you very much for coming on this channel. Once again, I am giving you my warm welcome to all of you that you have come here on my channels and studying and giving me such opportunity and such respect. I am really grateful to you. Thank you very much. Okay, bye bye.